What's up, everyone? It's Josh from AGL Discs coming to you live from the treehouse. So we wanted to do a little show off today of some of the new plastic. We have a Sequoia, we got one of the Elms, and then this is going to be the stamp that you guys see on there. So let's go take a look. One thing I've been really loving about this new Alpine plastic, which is the Regrind Champion plastic, is it kind of is reminiscent of that old CE plastic, the old Champion Edition plastic that Innova used to come out with. So I am really digging this, guys. Loving this. We're eventually going to do the Sequoias in this plastic as well. Keep in mind the Sequoia is made with the Regrind Star, an Eco Star plastic, and then we call that the Polar plastic. So over here, we had to kind of turn them around because, you know, we had folks still coming into the pro shop and we didn't want them kind of diving into the plastics quite yet of the new stuff. So this is one of those kind of swirly, a little bit of swirl on this one. The orange ones have a little bit more dome and actually a hair more turn to them. And so we did do a couple of, you know, different foils on the orange ones. And then we had the red ones. I got a cool gold, holographic gold hexagons on there on the red one. And let's see, this is another red one that we did the Wonder Bread. The red ones are kind of middle ground in regards to stability and turn, whereas the black ones on the Sequoias were really beefy, and the Day Glows were really beefy as well. And so here's a couple of the pink ones. There weren't a lot of the pink ones. We went with this kind of matte light blue. And so on the pink ones, we didn't get a chance to throw these yet, so I can't really give you a full answer on those. The Day Glow, I know Zach's been throwing, and this one has this dark gray matte foil, which is just so cool on the Day Glow. And so there's a couple different weights on those. The Day Glows are just as beefy as well, guys, as the black ones. Oh, I think one fell over. Sorry, don't want to mess up the inventory. Oh, there's another one. All right, and then we also have the black matte foil on the Day Glow. Looks really good. And then the black, and we had to go black on black because it just looks so good for the prototypes. So this is again going to be your 4 colors. These are super beefy. I was throwing mine and it reminds me of almost like a boss. It's so beefy. All right, and so here we have some of the KOAs. The KOAs, guys, if you guys just saw on Disc Golf World, they were shouting us out on the KOAs. These feel really nice in the hand. I've been putting with it a little bit more, and just the snap off of it. You guys can see some of the videos that Zach's been doing, but we also did a black on black on the KOAs. We already bagged up the black ones because you guys know that the black ones sometimes gets a little scratch on them kind of easily. And so on the other black one, we went with money foil, and it's really cool that their plastic works with some of the foils that didn't work on baseline plastics before. So we couldn't do money foil on baseline plastic from our previous manufacturer, but now we can. So that's pretty exciting. Some of the pea soup green ones were like a lighter color and they had some swirl in there. This one has the money foil as well. And then we also have some of the slightly darker pea soup green ones, and they had the holographic kind of aqua colored foil on there. And I think all the KOAs are max weight, guys. Again, this is just from the pre-release prototype samples. We got red with a solid, just metallic gold. It's not holographic, but it looks really cool with the gold on there. And we also did a Wonder Bread on the red. And then coming around here, we have some pink with the holographic moving hearts. Looks really cool. The pink, really tacky, along with the black and the green feel really tacky. And the orange, you can hear the tackiness on these guys. This is that Regrind Nexus plastic that we're calling our new Woodland. That's the money foil on the orange there as well. These feel really great, guys. I'm excited. I've been, you know, putting with the same putter for 8 years, and I just switched over, so going through that little transition, but it's been amazing. They're so solid, point and shoot. And then here we have the Elms, and so we are going to have that really cool kind of dark army green almost with the black matte. There's not a lot of these. And keep in mind our prototype or our Patreons are going to get first access. And so, you know, some of these that have very limited stash I hope they make it to 9 a.m., but they might not make it. So that's the beauty of being a Patreon. So we did a light blue matte on the Dayglow. These are beefy, guys. The Dayglow on the Elms are super beefy. And again, this is our Alpine, which is the Regrind Champion, which I think is really cool to just focus on again, how Innova is willing to work with us to use recycled and regrind materials in our new plastic. I think that's so big, and that they're willing to do that for us is huge. So and a black matte, there was the dark gray matte, and then the light blue matte on the Dayglow. So we had a decent amount of Dayglows. On the orange, this is not white. This is actually a light gray. Sometimes the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's a light gray. Looks really cool on the orange there. And then there's some more orange with the black. And then there's a bunch of the kind of pinkish, reddish, I think we're going to say pinkish on them. I don't know, because the color is kind of reddish, but it kind of varies a little bit there. So there's a black matte, green matte, white matte, and a yellow matte, which I think the yellow matte looks really cool. I envision Freddie putting some green, seeds on here, making it look like a watermelon. All right, guys, but that's it for the samples of the colors of the foils that we did. We have a decent amount, guys. There's about 100 to 120 of each disc, of each of the molds in the pre-release prototypes. And just to hint on it again, we're going to be doing a limit of 1 mold per mold of each of those. So you can walk out of there with 3 discs on Friday, okay? Hope all is well. Much love, guys.